What's going on YouTube? It's Brazen back here with another video for you guys. If you guys are enjoying the content, if you guys want to hit a like down below, subscribe if you guys are new here, and leave a comment letting me know you subscribe so I can welcome you to the family. And that being said, cue intro. What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Madden 20 video for you guys. Here today I'm going to be going over how to get the Series 6 Master fast. So we're going to go head to the store just in case you haven't been up to date or you don't really know about competitive currency. The Series 6 Master is actually going to be Delaney Walker, and you can get his NAT version for $10.50, or you can get his non-NAT version that you can sell in the auction house for $2,000. So it's a little bit more than half for the Series 6, or the NAT, but it's not too big of a deal. But I want to go over some good methods to go ahead and get him. So first thing I'm going to do is check the prices on him and see if anyone actually has him in the auction house. There may be people that are already stocked up on trophies from previous promos, so that's why, or previous series, so that's why I am going to check. It's going to be a $98.99, and then we're going to go buy tight end. We may be able to see if they're in here. And you can see 98s already are going for pretty cheap. And this Mean Joe Green's only $340 for a 98 overall. So there is one Delaney Walker for 2.25 mil. He is a really good card with that 89 run block. So it makes sense that not too many people are actually selling him yet. Most of the people are buying him. So since he's 2.25 mil, you're definitely going to want to use the trophies to get him instead of wasting your time, trying to get him by paying, because it's really, really expensive at this moment. So the first thing you want to do is do any limited time things to get you a lot of trophies. So right now that would be house rules. That is the first thing I would advise doing, is trying to get these extra wins. So you can see I'm already at 15 wins. So if I get to 25 wins, and then as I go up every 5 from there, not only do you get a good amount of coins, but you're going to get 100 trophies. If you were to get 50 wins, you would already have 500 trophies, on top of the fact that you're going to get a lot of trophies from the other objectives in the series. So let's say you do get the 50 wins and you did get 500 trophies from there. If you go down, and it should be on the bottom in the series progression, you can see Series 6 multiplayer list. We would also be able to get all of these trophies. So not only would you get the 500 trophies for the 50 wins there, you would also get tons of trophies all the way to this 50. So you get 60 plus 60 is 120, plus another 60 is 180, 210, that would be 240, 270, 300, 310. So you would get an extra 310 by completing those 50 games. So already, just by completing this house rules 50 out of 50, you're going to have 810 series trophies. And obviously, every lower amount, you would lose a little bit. But even if you just got 30 wins, you would get those extra series trophies, or 40 wins, you would get an extra 60 plus the ones you would get from completing the house rules. So it is very, very beneficial to go ahead and complete that house rules. Like I said, even if you can't complete it all the way, even if you only complete it to 25 wins, you would still get 30, 60, 90, and 100, or actually 120 and then 130. So that would be just by completing the 25 wins to get the free agency pack. So it's super, super, super beneficial, and definitely something you need to look into and complete. And next up, what I would do is definitely complete your solo battles every week. These are so simple. I do 2 battles a day on the legend difficulty, and by Saturday morning, I'm already done with it. I don't have to complete these last 2. You can see I don't have to complete the featured, and then I don't have to complete another 90 overall, because I'm already at that 252. And it's pretty good. The legend is super easy to get to, and you get 60 trophies from this as well as over 100,000 coins. So it's super, super beneficial to do this, like I said. And you also get your daily challenges done. So one of the reasons I mainly like solo battles is I can buy my get a player pack, do 2 solo battles, and I get my daily quick sell every single day just by doing that. And then anything you do would be extra after that. And then on top of it, you do get all of these rewards with the trophies and things like that. So something I would definitely advise doing. So after you do limited time events, and the reason I say limited time events is just because it switches it up, right? So let's say you're someone that you like playing weekend league, but sometimes you get a little bored because you play the same opponents that usually beat you and things like that. Sometimes playing these house rules are a little bit different. So this is a full game, but there's no kickoffs. You get 12 points for 20-yard touchdowns and then plus 3 on interception and fumbles with the cooldown on plays. A lot of people honestly will just leave if you beat them pretty quickly. If you get up 2 touchdowns, 2 long touchdowns, or they just basically know they can't move the ball on you up, they honestly will just leave. And that's something super beneficial about this. And it's a lot easier to do. But let's say you already have 25 wins and you don't want to grind the extra trophies for the house rules just because it's not necessarily your cup of tea. Definitely Weekend League is something to hit if you enjoy it. So, for instance, I really don't play Weekend League anymore, and mainly it's just because of the fact that I wasn't enjoying it. You can see I don't even have like completion. I think I probably joined it but never played it. But playing Solo Battles Legend, if you get Legend on Solo Battles, you automatically get into the Weekend League for the next one. So I never have to play any of those tournaments all week to go ahead and get in here. So that's a great thing about it. So if I ever did want to play, I'm already qualified for it. But you do get some good rewards if you go ahead and play it. You definitely don't think you're going to get Legend every time or top 100. That is definitely a little bit hard. But even if you get 10 wins, something like that, you still get a little bit of reward. So if we go ahead and click here on the play game, you can check the event details. So obviously, if you were to get all the way up there, you get crazy rewards. But let's say you just get Star. So I believe Star was the 10 wins. You would just get veteran tier packs. So you'd basically get middle of the line packs, the red zone packs. You'd make about 30, 40K from that. With the coins, maybe 50, 60K, plus 120 series trophies. And once again, Weekend League games sometimes go fast. If you get 2 picks in the first quarter, you go up big, they may just quit right out just because of the fact that people don't want to take a lot of time to play their Weekend Leagues, because trying to get 25 of them in is a lot. So that's why I say even going for like 10 wins, even if you only hit veteran level, that's still 70 series trophies, and you're going to get the wins for that series as it is. So even if you only get 70 trophies a week from veteran, if you're getting 10 wins or somewhere around there, it's definitely going to go towards your series progress as well. And we saw that you continue to get like 60 trophies, and it gets up more as you go up to that 150 amount. But I do understand that Weekend League can be a little stressful sometimes, and I definitely have a couple methods that are super beneficial for people that don't necessarily like playing online. Like I said, for myself, a lot of times I don't play Weekend League just because it does take a lot of time and it's very time consuming. And on top of it, I do get very stressed out trying to play it just because those games are very tight knit. You're really trying to win because you're on a limited pitch count on the games and things like that. So I usually do the limited time house rules if it is out. I probably won't try to hit 50 wins just because, once again, that is a lot of wins. If you're really good at it, it probably will come very easy to you. But if you're not very good, I would definitely just go for the 25 wins, get your free agency packs and your series wins. Go ahead and complete your solo battles because those are super easy. They are against computers, so you should be able to win those most of the time. MUT Squads is not a bad way. That's kind of its own thing. If you play with friends, of course, MUT Squads is a great thing. I don't really go into detail on that because MUT Squads is truly just if you're going to play with friends. So if you go ahead and play with friends, you will get the online wins. It does count. It will give you series trophies for completing MUT Squads, things like that. But it's definitely its own thing. If you want to play it, go ahead. But it's not something I would advise for pure grinding purposes. But I really like MUT Draft, and I think it's highly underrated. And I know a lot of people don't care for MUT Draft, and I understand why. But the thing is, you don't have to even play the ranked games, and that's the great thing about it. So if we go down here to the solo draft, you can double your coins a lot to get a lot of practice in the MUT Draft. That way, when you go into the ranked games, you know how to build a team. A lot of times that is the issue, is people don't like drafting a team, paying the coins, and then losing their first game. But the thing is, you really don't lose a lot of coins. For instance, if I was to pay 9,000 to go into this draft, I would get 6,000 coins back just by playing the game. If I was to just lose right away, I still get a Hail Mary pack. So let's say 500 coins per player. You're still basically breaking even on your coins, and everything you make past that, you make a ton more money. So that would be for the solo, and then you can go to ranked to go ahead and get your trophy. So there is a decent amount of trophies you can get here as well. You don't have to play the premium entry. You can just play the 9,000 coin entry. You don't get as much, but there's not as much risk. But every 2 games, you would get you would get 10 series trophies, 3 you get 10 series trophies, and then you can see on the list. But the reason this is good is you get to try a lot of cards as well. So let's say you're someone that's like an 85 overall. It's definitely a lot better in the when you have a low overall team, because you don't feel like you're dropping off. You actually feel like you're getting better. But you might not be able to get Ultimate Legends on your main team. But let's say in here you can draft a couple Ultimate Legends to play with them. And people don't have abilities in here as well, which is super, super beneficial, because if you have a base Ultimate Legend card, they're not powered up, even if they are a 98 overall. So those are just the methods that I use to go ahead and get those series trophies. Hopefully it does help you out. Definitely let me know with any questions down below. Drop a like on the video if it does help you out. Subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. And as always, I will see you guys next time.